Hi, everybody. I decided to do something a little bit different today, and we're going to go live. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Jessica Bojorquez with eXp Realty, and I am the creator of Virtual Tour Tuesday, where I feature and sell luxury homes all over the valley. Today, we're going to discuss market stats for luxury real estate. I'm going to go over a few things and see what we can come up with. And as we continue to move forward, if anybody has any questions in regards to Arizona luxury real estate, I'd be happy to answer with you, around you, whatever that may come up, and we'll decide to go from there. And, since we are in a day and age where there's not a lot that can be done virtually when buying and selling homes, but the process can be done. I've done it many times, and let's get going. So again, if anybody has any questions, you can always message me on the back end. You can always write in the chat, and we'll just continue to move forward. So I'll introduce myself. My name is Jessica Bojorquez. I'm a multiple generation native to Phoenix, Arizona. And my knowledge of the areas and surrounding cities are quite vast, being that I am a native to Phoenix on both sides. So not only my mom's side, but my dad's side as well. And there's a fun fact that I am a descendant from one of the original Arizona pioneers named King Woolsey, who's buried at our state capitol building. So just to kind of give you a background of who I am here in Arizona and what my role is. And let's get to it. So Arizona luxury real estate, or real estate in general, I want to just reiterate how hot the market is right now. And it is just booming. We are the second most migrated city in America right now. And there's people just coming from all over the place. I can't even go to the gym without seeing license plates from other cities, and a couple of big ones are Utah, Illinois, New York is really hot from coming in, and some other cities, obviously California. I know that people are flocking and migrating over. So, and why not, right? We still have really low income taxes and property taxes, and we have pretty affordable living for the most part that we've seen here compared to other states. So, with that said, let's get into the nitty gritty about how great the market is. I'm doing a listing presentation, and I was getting it all together and doing my due diligence and going in to see how much the home value has increased over the last 12 months. And I'll give you kind of an idea. There's a homeowner out in Arcadia who purchased their house in 2015 for $2 million. And in the last 12 months, their home's value has increased 47% in the last 12 months. So 47% is pretty much unheard of, I imagine. And, as we continue to move along, we'll definitely get some insiders from other luxury markets around the country. And I'll have guests, I'm sure, coming in to kind of fill us in compared to what Arizona is at compared to the rest of the country. But 47% is quite a lot of equity to be dumped into a home. And I kind of feel like in the last 12 months, we're seeing that. I had another person I did a home valuation for where they saw a 37% increase. And it's just not uncommon to see such substantial growth in equity, being that we are ranked number 5 in the richest equity holders in the nation. So people are coming, they're flocking here. It's a great opportunity for investments. If you are thinking about coming in to purchase a secondary home, I know I have a lot of clients doing that because of the proximity, space, and the climate. I mean, it's 72 degrees outside right now. So I had a jacket on. It was way too warm. I almost put on my AC, and we are in mid-January. So it kind of gives you an idea how gorgeous this state is. But, we're seeing a substantial growth, especially in the housing market, and it's not going anywhere. They're predicting Arizona to be the top 8 and Phoenix to be the top 8 cities for the housing market boom within the next year, so in 2022. So there's not a lot of slowdown. Of course, interest rates seem to be increasing just a little bit, but in regards to extreme inflation, as long as that doesn't happen, and I can't imagine that it will, we're good. We're solid. And in the rental market, we've saw an increase, 20% increase last year, and we're looking to see another 20% increase this year. So people, investors, for any type of single family homes, multifamilies, they're coming around. And being that I am a multiple generation native to Phoenix, I feel like I kind of have, a little bit of leverage in regards to the areas around town. So if you're not familiar with Phoenix, you're not familiar with the surrounding cities, please give me a call. I'd be happy to schedule a time and to chat and see what we can do and how we can figure that out. So on Virtual Tour Tuesday, not only do we show and feature luxury homes to sell and put in front of potential buyers, but we also bring knowledge to our viewers and the surrounding areas, what's hot, obviously local businesses. So when we are going into that next step of figuring out, okay, is this going to be my home, my future home? What's around in that area? What can I expect? And that's, a lot of the questions that I get from my clients, especially those who are migrating over and are not very familiar with the area. And because I am knowledgeable, I am able to speak to obviously local business owners and make connections and build relationships with that as well. So I definitely love to help my clients in any way possible to be sure that when they purchase their home, their dream home, whether it's their primary residence, their secondary residence, or investment property, I want to give them the whole entire picture of what they're coming into. And using my video marketing strategies and being able to have a network of people who are able to come in and help me do that, so that way I'm able to provide my clients with the best possible service that just really makes everything worthwhile. And that's exactly why I do what I do. So again, if you have any questions in regards to Arizona market, the Phoenix market, luxury, whether it's luxury or any price point, please leave a comment. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions that you might have and really move forward with creating a future with you, a connection, and helping you love where you live, especially here in Phoenix. So moving on, and with that client that I'm doing, I did a home evaluation, and their price increase or their home value increase of 47%. Let me tell you, they purchased their home for $2 million and it's now worth over $4 million. What are you going to do with that amount of money? You can put it into obviously buying another property, maybe doing a HELOC loan and purchasing an investment property. Whatever the case may be, the housing market just is where it's at here in Phoenix. So with that said, we have a lot of investors that I'm speaking to anyway that love and take a lot of pride in coming into Arizona and seeing the beauty of the state. And especially in this next month coming up, we have Barrett Jackson coming this month. We have the Phoenix Open. It used to be the Phoenix Open. Now it's the Waste Management Open, but a huge golf tournament. And that's another thing. Like, we have the best golf courses in the country, and so people flock over because of the beautiful weather. We're able to get out there and maybe get a suntan while we're working on our swings, right? And so people are coming in, they're flying in, whether it's staycation, vacation rentals. There's a ton of spring training, which is coming up here shortly. And speaking of which, we have, those multifamily properties available. And I'll be talking to a group of investors later on tonight, just to kind of give them an indication of how amazing it is to live here, and even investing in some of these multifamily properties. And one of them is just adjacent to that, the baseball stadium that's home of the San Francisco Giants spring training. So that's really exciting to be able to come and create a foundation for yourself by investing into multifamily properties as well as single family. There's no shortage. Although, inventory is low, that doesn't necessarily mean that it can't be done. So that's something that I really pride myself on when it comes to helping my clients as well. So we've seen a lot of increases, obviously, in the market in all over, across the board. And especially in the luxury market, we've seen over a 50% increase. And in the sales of the luxury market here in Arizona, compared to just over 2 years ago, we've seen over 100% increase of homes being sold at over $1 million. And that it's just because of the market and the home values just increasing, and the proximity and space that we have here. It doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. Another great topic that I want to talk to you guys about, that I get questions on, is Phoenix going into a drought, or because we're here in the desert. People wonder, should I be concerned about drought or running out of water? And Governor Ducey just announced today, as a matter of fact, that there will be a $1 billion investment that's coming soon to secure Arizona's water for the next 100 years, and that's bringing in people from Mexico and other areas to be sure that we have sustainable water for not only our residents but future residents as well. So that's really great, exciting news that's coming here to Phoenix, and so we are also seeing an increase not only here in Phoenix locally, but in the surrounding cities as well, for affordable housing, because the valuations keep going up. Not everybody obviously is able to afford and keep up with that. So we're also seeing major growth in the surrounding outskirt areas. And I have a list of the 10 hottest zip codes for home sales in the Metro Phoenix area. The number one zip code that is booming right now is in Queen Creek. So it's 85142 is the area code. And gosh, I just want to quickly tell a story about these surrounding cities, because Queen Creek growing up for me was all farmland. Like there's Firebird Raceway and basically desert, and that's it. So when somebody mentions Queen Creek, it's like, Como what? So it's crazy to see these areas just blow up in the name of real estate. Another one is Maricopa. Now we have Maricopa County that I know that is always in the news, probably on the bad girl list. But there's also a city called Maricopa, and that's another one where people will go to Maricopa just for the affordable housing. So it's quite an extensive drive, especially when you're used to Phoenix and Scottsdale. But hey, there's no shortage anywhere you go. Another big one is Sun City. Now, Sun City, 85351, was mostly growing up. We knew of Sun City as the retirement city. So people of age, retirement age, would go up there, and they still have a lot of facilities in Sun City where it's meant for the active adult living. So there's a lot of communities where there's the 55 and older. However, being that there are way more active adults nowadays, Sun City has kind of seen a slope, I guess, in their housing market because their age restrictions. And I feel like a lot of my clients who are of age would rather still be involved in the proximity of being close in space to all the shops and all that fun stuff, because Sun City is kind of a little bit of a drive in the West Valley. And so, I mean, our active adult living, we're just not ready to slow down until we get more up in age, apparently. But as far as the hottest zip codes go, if you're looking for investment opportunities and you want to see some more affordable investments, then Sun City is definitely a city to look into. Peoria and Buckeye, Goodyear, those cities are more out west, again, in the rural days where there's a lot of farmland out there. And you're going to see some, like, maybe dairy farms, chicken farms out there, and that's where you go to see fields still. And you could still definitely get that, but obviously as time progresses, it's just not as rural as it used to be. There's a lot more houses coming up, and it's great to see all that growth. Now, in the name of luxury homes and luxury real estate, is definitely, you're going to see North Scottsdale over and over and over on that list, because they have Silverleaf is one of them. They have McDowell Mountain. And there's just a ton of homes out there. I think one sold in September for over $21 million. So in regards to the high price point and the luxury living, that's definitely where it's at. There's the Scottsdale Air Park, that's, for the private jets that come in, and so they kind of stay in that vicinity. You have a lot of shopping, a lot of high-end boutiques and restaurants out there, along with a lot of your interior designers and high-end furniture stores. So it's really great to be up there, up north, and in the middle of everything. Plus, you get to see all the Sonoran desert landscaping and mountains and views, and why not? Because Arizona, we're known for our beautiful sunsets. So, and last but not least, Santan Valley has always been booming. There's a ton of growth. Back in the day, it used to be a lot of people who would go for their mobile homes, or they'd be traveling, and they'd stop in their mobile parks, and there's a lot of rentals for that as well. But now we're seeing so much growth, and it's just great. It's great to be a part of this time. We're coming in, I believe, into a great awakening. Some people call it the Great Resignation, where people are just waking up to the idea of realizing that they want change. They want a better life for themselves. And why not start here in Arizona? Because why not? Lots of vitamin D, lots of sunshine, lots of things to do. And I highly recommend it to come here. Again, you guys, if you found any value out of this segment, just go ahead and share, like, comment, share. Let me know what your questions are, what your concerns are here in Arizona. I definitely want to be able to answer questions, make connections, and build relationships, not only to my present clients, but to my future clients as well. And last but not least, I'll go over again, and we're super excited to continue our virtual tour Tuesday and featuring luxury homes around the valley. Can't wait to get into it. We upped our production, and now we have a drone videographer. So that's coming as well. And if you have any questions, again, in regards to the name of real estate, I want to be the person that you come to and see what we can conspire together. So with that said, I am going to end our first live conversation. If you want to see more, go ahead and comment. Let me know. Let me know what you liked about this. Let me know what you didn't like about it. And we'll go from there. So I wish you guys a great, great, great day and week. And until next time, we'll see you again. Take care, guys.